we'll see what is the 33rd degree knowledge and the 369 code, which is mostly spoken in order to attract people into performing all the occult practices. And this is the main theme that is spoken of, diverting people into doing all the ritualistic things in order to get people, telling people that they will get nearer to God, or they will get the awakening to manifest anything that they want, misleading them into doing all the occult practices. Number 3 is the third hour, which is 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 a.m., when Jesus will be put to the cross, nailed to the cross. So that is the third hour. And he speaks 3 words in the first 3 hours, that means until 12 o'clock, which is the 6th hour. The 9th hour is the 3 p.m. when Jesus dies. So that is the 369 code, and there is no other code to be understood other than this. But number 3, in the third hour, Jesus is nailed, or that night Jesus is nailed to the cross, and by 12 noon, he'll be speaking 3 words. The first word being, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. And Jesus states this while fully knowing that they are to their ultimate potential, unleashing the evil within them to persecute Jesus. In the second word, Jesus says to one of the thieves, a good thief, that you shall be with me in paradise. The whole scenario will be showing that even until the last minute, anybody who comes to him will be saved, just like the parable that he says, that the reward will be the same. The one who comes in the morning, the one who comes during the afternoon for work, and the one who comes in the evening. So before the time is out, anybody who comes to work will be receiving the same reward or the same payment. That means if you enroll, you'll be getting that benefit. That's all. There is no injustice over there. So it simply means that if you enroll within the stipulated time, then you're going to get your admission. That is what is shown here, where the 2 thieves, where one of the thieves will be challenging Jesus, if you're the Son of God, get down from the cross, save yourself and save us also, challenging, just like Satan challenged Jesus. But here the other thief will be understanding that he is divine, we are sinful, but he is not, and yet, he is suffering a lot. And he says, when you go to your kingdom, remember me. And then Jesus says that you shall be with me in paradise, showing that there is hope, there is eternity for all those who believe God at any given point of time until there is grace. So before the grace runs out, that is what it means. The third word being the responsibility of Jesus shown toward his mother. Now my time has come. So mother, here is your son. Son, here is your mother. Clearing off his responsibility as a son. Fourth word is very significant because he speaks it in a language that he usually does not speak. He speaks it in Aramaic, stating, Elohim, Elohim, lama sabachthani. That means Elohim is God. So, my God, why have you forsaken me? Which shows that the purpose of his life, why he came to the earth, to become the propitiation for the sins of all mankind. So the burden of all the sins of mankind is upon him. At that point of time, he is feeling very heavy. He is carrying the weight of the sins of the world, and he is detached from the Spirit of God. He is a spirited person, and because he is detached from the Spirit of God, he shouts, he screams, why God, my God, why have you forsaken me? We as human beings, we render questions, or we pose questions to God when we are under extreme pressure. Normally, if we don't understand anything and we are spirited people in connection with God, everything goes by. Okay, God knows. Okay, God sees. Okay, God provides. We go by that faith. But when we are in agony, when we are in complete derision, when we are in complete confusion, and when we don't know what is going to happen, when we don't know what is happening around us, what will happen of us, at that time we'll be questioning God. Why, God? Why? So that is human nature. So we see number 6 representing human beings. We don't have to read all the numerology for that. Number 6 represents a human being, is there in Revelation. So here the 6th hour, where Jesus is seen as absolute human being, detached from the presence and the Spirit of God, shouts with a scream, saying, Eloi, Eli, lama sabachthani. That means, my God, why have you forsaken me? So we see the pressure, we see the pain, we see the agony and the anguish that he's having on the cross. He's also mocked by others. All the spectators will be, seeing, and why is he calling Elijah? Maybe Elijah will come and save. So they'll be mocking him. He doesn't speak thereafter until around 3 o'clock. Why? Because he's carrying that weight. And what he is going through, where can we see that? Psalm 22. So Psalm 22 clearly shows what all Jesus went through, the agony, the pain, and his tongue being dried up, his bones, how painful they are, and the kind of suffering that he has undergone is all shown by David. What was Jesus' condition during the 6th hour can be seen in Psalm 22. Then around 2:55, he speaks other 3 words, saying that I thirst, in order to fulfill the prophecy, same prophecy from Psalm 22, he says, I thirst, when he'll be given something very bitter from a sponge and he will not drink it. Also, we can see that thirst is a sign of hell, because in hell, people will be thirsting. Where can we see this? In the story of the rich man and Lazarus. He'll be asking for one drop of water. He'll be calling out to Abraham and asking him to send water with Lazarus. He says, we have a large barrier which cannot be crossed. Thirst is something representing hell. That is why Jesus says that I am the living water. He is detached from the Spirit of God, and he is an absolute human, completely dehydrated on the cross, and he is feeling thirsty. He's also beginning to experiencing the pain like hell. So we human beings say that it is like hell. I have seen hell. I have seen hell. When we go through very bad experiences or very awful agony, people say that. So Jesus experienced that kind of agony on the cross. So that is during the 6th hour, which signifies number 6 as being a number for a human being. That means Jesus was absolutely human, completely marred, completely a mass of human flesh, experiencing agony, completely being a human. There is no divinity in him anymore. So here that is what number 6 will be representing. And then he says, I thirst, fulfilling the scriptures. That means Psalm 22 again. And then he says, it is finished. I have accomplished it. It is done. My job is done. And then he gives away his spirit. Father, I commend my spirit unto thee. So he gives away his spirit to God, and he dies by 3 o'clock. That is the 9th hour. If you think that 9 is a universal number that will be connecting the entire universe together, and it is not the entire universe, it is connecting our entire universe with God, our entire self with God. That is the significance of number 9. There is no other magical, mystical code other than the 3, 6, 9, or the 3rd and 6th and 9th hours other than when Jesus was there on the cross. That itself is the mystery. There is no other mystery other than that. If you think that, yes, number 9 is very significant, it is the universal number that connects the universe together, yes, it is going to connect you and me by what Jesus did on the cross. He didn't die over there. He conquered death at that hour. So he trampled the devil under his feet. He conquered death at that hour, fulfilling the purpose of his life, why he has come down to the earth, becoming a man. That is the entire universal fact that we need to know. And what is the 33rd degree knowledge? 33 glorious years of the Lord on the face of the earth. That's all. If you are enticed by any other person saying that, these numbers are very significant, you come over here, you do this at this hour, at that hour, no. Don't believe in all these things. Don't be carried off by all the numbers, numerology, all of these things. If you are a believer, don't care about any other studies other than what is given to you in the Bible.